through loud enough. You might hear the music as well, doubling up for now, but I'm just going to step out in a second. Just want to make sure that it's coming through okay, that everyone can hear me before we get started. It should be right. I think it's good. I don't have earphones to be able to hear TTS, but I'm just going to leave it there and that's going to be fine. It would be sick if I could hear it properly. Okay, I can see chat. That's good. I think I can see me. That is also good. Let's get started. I'm just going to double check lighting. Is that too bright? I think that's too bright. I think that's good. Yeah. Hello. Let me make sure that light's on too. I think this is a good camera. Is this good? I think we're good. Thumbs up. Let's make sure I've done everything. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my phone in its tripod so I don't have to fucking take it off. Oh, I'm seeing all the cutie photos from yesterday. Glad everybody had a good time. Everybody was safe. All my shit is closed. So I have gone and I've taken a research of all of my favorite content books and then other places I've gone to, and I have what I think is the right stuff to make art. Not like the express good art. I knew I forgot to turn it down. That should be better. Yeah, okay. Is that better, or do I still need to turn it down further? Because I can turn it down further. That is not a problem. Much better. Wonderful. I figured I'd just leave the music on, so that way, you know, while I'm cutting stuff, if I'm silent, then there's still music playing, and that's fine. So I have my cameras set up. Main camera. This is stream camera. I bought an extension cable by accident, and it totally worked out. It's a 10-meter long USB cable that's plugging directly into my computer from this camera. It's beautiful. And then we have our phone. And phone is going to show the money shots of cutting, which I think is fine. I'm just trying to get the angle right, which I think is just going to be this. Can I like zoom it in? Oh, I can? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I could zoom it in. All right, done. Loving the double camera setup. It's good time. All right, so yes, as I was saying, I did a lot of research on this, trying to work out what is the ideal orange chicken so that I can make what I consider to be the best double chicken. It was going to be just watching Joshua Weissman, his but better. And then I saw Binging with Babish, obviously he has done it. Josh from Mythical Chef, he has done it as well. And my personal favorite, Aaron and Claire. Firstly, I found out that Aaron has a Korean cookbook. I'm buying this. But then secondly, he also has a version of orange chicken. So I took all of their recipes, put it together, took out a lot of the fancy stuff that I know Babish does, and just made basic orange chicken, replacing some of their ingredients with what I believe to be a better choice, or just they would have moments where like one person did this, another person did that. So I wanted to make something that was like, I will choose the better option, but I'll also tell you as well if there is an alternative that is much easier to use. So I'm gonna grab out everything that I need and we're just gonna get cracking into it. So I need to make sure I have everything. So I need my chicken, which I picked up everything this morning. So we have our 500 grams of chicken. It asks for 2 eggs for the marinade. So we're just gonna grab out 2 eggs. Gotta get that free range. Free range ain't free, but it's a range. It also asks for garlic and ginger, which I already have out. 1 orange. A secret, I guess, that helps is already made orange juice. We're going to use the juice of an orange, but if we want actual orange, better orange flavor, you get orange juice. What else do I need from the fridge? I already have garlic, ginger. I think that's it for the fridge. Yeah. We have peanut oil already set up. So now I need other things. We have our, you're missing the orange spray paint. That is definitely the best part. I mean, you want the tang. But we want some salt. I'm using iodized table salt purely because it will like disintegrate better than me trying to grind rock salt again. We have white and black pepper. We need both spices. We're also using baking powder today. I don't really do this in a lot of my cooking stuff, but I am learning, obviously. And sesame seeds are gonna go on top because that's, you know, garnish. But of course, where would I be without my favorite spice? MSG. I have a big old jar of that. We're gonna be using that today. For the batter, we are using a mix of rice flour and plain flour. So I'll be able to do that, I think. I'm almost out of plain flour in my container, so I need to get more. But we have rice flour. Plain flour that I need to refill. That's fine, that's on me. Brown sugar. A lot of the places asked for caster sugar or like just regular sugar, but using brown sugar means I get to use less sugar and I get more taste. We have rice, that's all good. I need soy sauce. because I go to Costco, we have a big bottle of soy sauce. Now, in my recipe, it does say rice wine vinegar and mirin. But that is because that is plus it's good Rolling Stone song. There, that too. Now, yeah, so I've got rice wine vinegar and mirin. This is just because that's easy to get here in Australia if you don't have access to an Asian grocer. For today, I have access to an Asian grocer. So instead of mirin and rice wine vinegar, we will be using Chin Kang vinegar and Shaoxing wine. For extra flavor as well, I am going to be adding in, where is it? Oyster sauce. Which you can get at like Woolies, Coles, any supermarket really. On top of that, we have 1 red chili because you need chili for flavor. We have 4 cloves of garlic. I'm only going to use a teaspoon, so I've got like a small knob of ginger. And I think, just making sure, oh, I do need sesame oil, which I also have quite a large bottle of. So, mirin, ginger, MSG, oyster sauce, orange, cornstarch, because we need cornstarch and water for our slurry. I don't put cornstarch in a lot of things, so I have a very small container of it. Plus this shit is messy. Chat, how we doing? How we feeling for this Saturday? It's a nice Saturday. It's a nice day. Oh my gosh, sorry. It's a very nice day outside. So, okay. First thing we're going to do is we need to make our marinade. And our marinade is very simple. I just need a couple bowls. Good thing I have a fair few bowls. I also need to get out the rice cooker if I want to serve this with rice. But okay, we have 500 grams of... Do I use this bowl? 500 grams of chicken plus all the sauce for the marinade. Ah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. All right. I peed. Oh, fuck yeah. Love that for you. Alrighty. Bowl is in... That makes it in shot. Okay, cool. So we're going to make a marinade first. That requires us to have 2 eggs in a bowl. I'm dealing with the cleanup later, so that's fine. And we're going to mix that in with half a tablespoon of soy sauce. Where is my half a tablespoon? Are you a teaspoon? Half a teaspoon. That's 1 teaspoon. But none of those are half a tablespoon. The one I need. God damn it. Half a teaspoon. God damn. How hard is it to find half a tablespoon? That's 1 teaspoon. More teaspoons. That's a pinch. I don't want no pinch. Oh, hey, my rice molder. That's handy. I'll come in and bring that out later. You know what? We're just going to eyeball it. It's fine. I don't even know the difference. Yeah, they'll be fine. So, need half a tablespoon of soy sauce. So we're just going to measure half a tablespoon. Yeah, we'll put a little more. It's fine. That's fine. A little more. All right, so we may have put in a bit more than half a tablespoon. It's fine. It's fine. We want 1 tablespoon of Chin Kang vinegar. And I think it's also a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine. Penny, thank you for paying stream tax. Oh, what a good noise. All right, 1 tablespoon of our vinegar, 1 tablespoon of our wine. I usually just eyeball things and hope it works out. That's fair too. I gotta get out of bed and sit at my PC and watch you. I mean, you could have been here and watching. How you feeling, by the way? I hope you're all right. Alright, Shaoxing wine. I would normally eyeball, but I'm trying to, this is like my first time doing it and I'm very scared. Please tell me this screws back on. It does. That's good. I'm here for that. Alright, rice wine vinegar and the mirin. That would just be what you use if you want to use rice wine vinegar and mirin instead if you don't have access to those. Then we need to add in 1/4 tablespoon of salt, 1/4 tablespoon of black pepper and MSG. So that is where I eyeball the shit out of things. Because I don't need to eyeball. Well, I don't need to probably measure out 1/4 of a teaspoon. Right? There's actually a fair amount of black pepper when you think about it. Like, that's a lot for 1/4 of a teaspoon. Anyway, black pepper's done. Ugh. And MSG. It's horrible, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Yesterday was phenomenal. That's good, I'm glad. And we got some MSG. Alright, so that's our mixture that's going in. Now we're gonna get out my whisk. Mix that together. Tiny whisk. This is my medium whisk. I actually have a whisk that's smaller. Where is it? Where you at, tiny whisk? There you are. Meet tiny whisk. You're so small. Alright. Making sure the egg's incorporated with the sauce. Make sure all of the pepper and stuff like that is off the side. Alright. That off to the side. For our next stage, which is our chicken. So I think it's just like 2 breasts, make 500 grams. Where is... Yeah. The other reason I'm measuring is just because I'm not the only one who's going to eat this. And so I just want to make sure that I don't fuck it up too bad. But we need chunks. So I'm just going to cut it in half first because that is a great way to get more out of your chicken. Which, if you haven't seen yet, I put out a video. It's on YouTube, but it's also on TikTok, I believe, on how to cut and serve roast chicken. I worked in fast food, especially in a chicken place. It wasn't KFC, it was somewhere else. But I worked there for about 4 or 5 years. And it was my job to prep roast chickens. So having to use them for selling pieces, having to shred them so that they go into like rolls, like your rooster rolls and stuff like that. Wasn't Red Rooster. It was just a good time. And so we want nice sized chunks. We don't want these too big, not too small. Like, you want a good amount of juice. Also, I did the research because I wasn't sure at first. This has bone in it, by the way. That's what I'm cutting off. I did the research and find that when frying like this, you want to use breast over thighs because while thighs are, juicy and fatty, breasts are going to hold on to a lot more flavor. So when we're marinating and stuff like that, they're going to want the stuff to soak in. And then when we cover it in flour, it'll just be all around better. For the sake of speed, I might just do normal cutting into chunks. Just cut off the tender though. Don't want to mess that up. Some nice meaty chunks as well. All right. I'm going to throw that into our marinade. I almost threw a whole tender in there. I forgot to cut it. that's good. Oh, and my computer has locked itself. The laptop that has got the screen for me to see everything on has gone and locked itself. But we're going to mix the marinade into the chicken, like just massage it in, try and get as much of it covered. Then I'm going to wash my hands, cover it in Glad wrap, and then we're going to throw it in the fridge for about half an hour. A big thank you again for everyone who's been tuning into our streams and have actually been submitting in videos. This is going to be, we are at the end of the month, so I will be opening up the community chest once again to allow people to submit their cooking videos for me to take a look at, and then we'll decide what is next month's cooking. It is Easter themed, I guess, but I think we're doing it after Easter, so whatever we pick doesn't really have to be Easter per se, but like if you have Easter videos, it's a good time to submit them through, I guess. But I'll open it up at the end of the stream, which as well, at the end, I will be able to take photos of the food and all that stuff. I'll make the recipe card that I made last time for our Korean cream cheese garlic bread, and we'll be able to continue on our guide of recipes. Just going to put the foil on top of it rather than just, yeah, that's what we want. All right, and we'll let that soak for about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. We'll see. Get out of the way. Too many leftovers in here. And that'll do its thing. All right, I'm going to unlock the computer real quick. Sorry about this. Keep talking amongst yourselves. It's like I'm not even here. But I am. Come on, computer. Don't do this to me. It just straight up turned off. What is up with that? How dare you have tech problems? Right. Not flight mode, Ethan. That's what I need. Thank you. All right. I think I'm back. I think I can see chat. But at the same time, I did just turn on flight mode, so it may just take a moment. I might just refresh. Refresh chat real quick. Show chat. Pop out chat. And hope for the best. All right, yep, says welcome to the chat room. All right, we're back. You're very orange themed, the orange chicken. I sure am. That's what I'm going for. It's Orange Day today. Woo! Alrighty, so next stage that we're going to be going through is I'm going to start making up with a flour mix that we need. I'm just giving this a wash down because, you know, raw chicken. We don't want no salmonella. Got my scrub daddy on standby. Apart from Penny, are we all kind of at-home cooks? What are we doing? Penny don't count because Penny is very much a cook. I actually need to refill this. Let's do that. I have a partner who very much cares for storage, and I do not blame her. And so we bought a bunch of labels, and they were American labels. And there are so many things that I do not understand in other countries. Like, all-purpose flour, I understand, is just plain flour. And then there is cake flour, And I don't know what cake flour is. That is a part of, that is something I just do not understand. Where is my cup? So we need 2 cups plain flour, 1 cup of rice flour. I do what my family calls pothead cooking, where I look at things and I'm like, hey, that looks like it'll go good with blank. And it works out 90% of the time. I very much used to be the same. Oh God, that was very aerated flour. That is, woof. Stop it. All right, 2 cups plain flour and 1 cup rice flour. Rice flour. Pretty sure cake flour is more finely milled than AP flour. Whoa. Because I have 00 flour in the cupboard for my pasta. But more milled than that? That's dang. Come on, rice flour. What you oh, shit. I was opening this up wrong. To open, lift the flap and pull back slowly. That, the side. All right, 1 cup rice flour. So that's good. With this, we actually are going to be coating. Too eager to get to the insides? Yes. So we're going to be coating the chicken in this. Now, usually I would have like breadcrumbs or something else because I want like panko and things like that for coating. But it's only because 9 times out of 10, you can burn the spices that you're actually putting in this flour mix. But leave it to the experts. All the cooks that I watched make orange chicken all said put spices in the flour. So that's what we're doing. And that is on them if this fucks up. Because they were all like, oh, it's so good. Put spice in your flour that you're going to then throw in oil and deep fry. Like, do it in your flour before you coat chicken in panko, because that way the flavor stays on the inside. All for that. All right, we want a teaspoon of baking powder, which is fine. A teaspoon of salt. It's a fair amount for a teaspoon, my dude. Come on. Then half a teaspoon white pepper. Which is fine. And no black pepper this time, according to what the others all did. Which is fine. Again, this is a recipe that I've been hopefully working out. Is the difference between white and black pepper literally the colors? So white pepper doesn't have as strong of a taste as black pepper, but white pepper is really good to put into like your coatings and stuff like that when you're trying to make fried chicken and things. Like when I do, because I make katsu a lot, I'll put white pepper in my flour mix for the flour of katsu chicken before it goes into the egg wash and then the panko, because the white pepper tastes really good in there. Black pepper's more, it's been kind of like, I guess the peppercorn's been growing longer. And so there's I guess it's like cheese, tasty cheese and aged cheese. So there's no black specks in your white flour. Yeah, that too. I can put black specks in there, that's fine. They've got a subtle difference in their tastes, but essentially it is just colors, let's face it. That's our flour done, so that's good. Last thing I need to do, the best part, is we're going to be making our sauce. Just going to finish, hopefully, putting this in. And hope, oh God. Hope this doesn't fuck up. Shit. Well, here we are. I never actually knew I always just use black pepper when the recipe calls for white. Give it a try. See if there's any difference for yourself, but I don't really think there will be. The extra kick just comes from the skin? Ah, white pepper's more mild. Interesting. I fucked this up. It closed. What am I doing? I'm closing the flour. It's fine. It's just a little pressed. It's still good. I'm making a mess. It's not that bad of a mess. It could be worse. Like, look at that. We're fine. Just put a little duct tape on the sides. Easy, easy. It closed. It's sealed. So, you know, that's fun. I should probably, after I just cleaned this. Ow. It's fine. Ta-da. No problem. It's good. It's no problem. All right, so now is the next step, which is making our sauce, which requires... Oh, so have I... Maybe I need a different bowl. Yeah, because I don't want too big of a bowl, but I don't want too little of a bowl. And what I have left is, well, either that, one or the other. Large bowl or not large bowl. So we're going to get this bowl, and that's fine. So, we are going to mix together the brown sugar, the soy sauce, the oyster sauce, water, the zest and juice of one orange, and the store-bought juice. Cool. Let's do that. Right. I gotta clean this off because that is covered in Shaoxing wine. Shaoxing wine. So I can get my 2 tablespoons of brown sugar in, because that's first. You don't have to use brown sugar, you can just use regular sugar. My reasoning for brown sugar is that you don't need as much as regular sugar. It's already sweet enough. It's got enough flavor in it. So rather than using like a lot of sugar, I'm just gonna use 2 tablespoons. Call it a day. Come on, get out. So what was after? Brown sugar, soy sauce. How much soy sauce? You want 1/3 of a cup. All right, 1/3 of a cup of soy. They were always like, everyone was like, use light, use dark, use special, and I'm like, I use Kikkoman soy sauce. I'm sure this is dark soy, but I don't care. Let me use my soy sauce. It's like the white and black pepper. Why do I have both? I didn't need both. Could have just gotten away with it. Oyster sauce. How much oyster sauce? I want a tablespoon. Hooray! More tablespoons. I almost grabbed sesame oil. That could have been bad. My nose is already tingling from the white and black pepper. I'll tell you now. Oyster sauce is optional, by the way. I just enjoy the taste of oyster sauce in my cooking, especially with what ingredients I am using. I feel like this is just a good use for it. Might just make sure I put down it's optional when I'm putting this all together. Alright, that's fine. Fudge, you've turned off again. Maybe I need to have the stream open Like, rather than just chat, I'm gonna have the stream on, a video on so I can see it. Maybe that means it won't fall asleep. God damn it. Surely there's a flavor difference in soy sauces? Yeah, the darker the sauce, the more intense the flavor. And there's more salt in dark soy sauce. So if you want your soy sauce to have, well, yeah, that. Let that happen. Oh, this will work. Pop out chat. Full screen chat. Have that on. What, it's smaller, but not moved. I drink soy milk, that's kind of the same. I mean, he's not wrong. Alright, sweet. We are good. Let's freaking go, yo. Alright, back to what we were doing. Now I can see chat. Alright, we've done the oyster sauce. That's over. What else did they say? Soy sauce, oyster sauce, the water, which is how much water? 1/4 of a cup. God damn, using all my cups. Why did I write this down like this? Ethan, God. The water is literally to dilute all the soy and stuff like that. 1/4, you mean 1/4? Listen, it says 1/4, doesn't say 1/4 of a cup. It says 1/4 of a cup. So I will say 1/4 of a cup. You're not here to correct me. Water, the zest and juice of 1 orange, and the store-bought juice. Well, I can do the store-bought juice now. That's fine. Again, so store-bought juice. Store-bought juice. I use the Juice Brothers. They are good. I'm there in spirit. So the reason I'm doing this is the juice of an orange is nice, but it doesn't have the strength that orange juice does. So what I'm doing is adding in orange juice, firstly because it needs more liquid in the sauce, and orange juice provides extra flavor. No pulp, because fuck having pulp. How much do I need to store? 4 tablespoons. Why did I do that? I should have just measured that. I should have measured how much this was in mils. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was stupid. Just Ethan. 4 tables is 1/4 of a cup, by the way. Thank you. That's handy. I'm going to make sure I put in 1/4 of a cup. Or 1/4 of a cup. All right, zest and juice of 1 orange. I'm just going to give it a quick, because I am going to be using this orange. I'm going to quickly give it a bit of a rinse. I'm also doing washing today. I just heard my washing machine go off. Oh, come off it. Zesta. Was it Josh Weissman who did the thing recently where he's like, here's how you do this? When you're telling the time, do you say it's 1/4 past the hour as well? Or 1/4 to the hour? If the clock itself had 1/4 on the clock, I would 100% say, yeah, it's 1/4 of an hour. Because it says 1/4 of the hour. You know what? Josh Weissman is onto something. Instead of sitting there trying to grade away, groove with this. Ethan, you're wrong. Stop. No. I'm not wrong. You're wrong. This is actually getting way more than I thought it would. Oh my goodness. Friends, I have been zesting all wrong. What I'm going to do though is I'm not going to use all of the zest. Like I'm not zesting all the way around this orange. Look at that though. Why are you putting orange peel in the thing? So, did you know that the outer peel of an orange is good to put in? I want to add in the zest. I was going to actually cut and put the peel in, but the way that this is zesting right now, I don't need to. I'm just doing it like this. I was actually going to cut up like some of the slices, but I don't need to because the peels are doing it themselves. This is brilliant. Josh Weissman, fucking love you, buddy. Because that is our zest. And look at that. Look at that. That's so good. So yeah, you actually, like if you want to really push it and try and get the most out of it, put the peel in. Like you slice it up, it's really good. Now this is where you're going to hate. I don't have, do I have a juicer? I'm going to look first. If I don't have a juicer, you're going to watch how I got told a chef juices oranges. And if you don't already have this knowledge, you are going to hate finding out that this is that people are doing this to your food. Juicer, where are you? Are you in here? I was gifted a juicer and I can't find where it's gone. No, that's a thing that chops things. That is a filter? Man, I just really suck at this. Where do I put half the shit I get? Stop gifting me things to do with the kitchen. I have enough. Alright, I don't have a juicer, so you're going to see how it's done at restaurants. I'm sorry in advance if you didn't know this. But they just grab it and squeeze it into their hands to catch all the seeds and things. And then the juice just flows on in, and that's fine. No, they don't do that in restaurants. Yes, they do. Telling you now. I have a friend who is a chef at one of the fanciest restaurants in Canberra, and yes. My brother and I worked in a restaurant together. I hated this so much. It's fucked. So I have no restaurant experience except for waiting tables. The only time I was a cook was in fast food with chicken. That is my experience. All right, we have our orange juice zested and juiced. We have our regular juice. Was there anything else I need to add in? Zested juice, one orange, and the store-bought juice. Easy. That is everything that is going in our sauce currently. I don't know if that's coming through on the phone camera. I'll have to double check. By double check, I mean, just do this. So this is our sauce. This is how it begins. Should probably make sure that the sugar and all that is mixed in. Now we haven't added in a couple extra ingredients yet. Those will show up later, and that is okay. How's it smell? You know what? That smells like orange. Ted Green Ingalls, welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. How we doing, boys? Don't mind me, I'm just sticking my face in sauce. All right, so that's good and that's done. Now we move on to our next stage, making this sorted. I didn't set a timer for 30 minutes. Does anyone remember what time I put the chicken in? Because I sure as shit don't. Maybe I'll just bring it out when it's time, you know? Do I need these anymore? No. You know what I will do? I'm going to cut and set aside our chili. maybe like 15 minutes ago. Okay, we'll say it's like 15 minutes. So another 15, we're good to go. So chilies, red, chili. Main things we want to note: don't want the green, and we do not want the seeds inside. So we need to make sure that this is all to stand like the way that we need it done. Is that we want all that out. How you de-seed is up to you. For me, I am literally just going to go scrape these out. This will do. Because I want none of that in there. Seeds are part of what makes it burn. We don't want that. Plus, I have a partner who does not do spice, so she's gonna already hate the fact that this has got chili in it. But she said she'd try it. So, you know, that's nice. Make sure there are no seeds, and we're good to go. I could probably go plant those seeds, make more chilies. But I'm gonna thinly slice these, because these are technically not being fried as much. These are actually going in near the end to add in a bit more flavor, to let it, what's the word? Not simmer, to steep. We want these to steep. I'm just trying not to have the juice go flying into my face. Might just lose that bit. All right. We have chilies. Might just do that. Make sure there's like a bit more to work with by cutting them in half. But yo, Ted, how are we doing? I don't have a mod. I hope if I do have a mod, that they would have done a shout out. Hey handsome, Anthony, how you doing, baby? We are making orange chicken, which probably isn't ideal for you. So sorry about that. All right, I need to set those aside. I think I have a small, I do. I have a small little bowl. Just going to put these in. And then before I proceed, I'm gonna wash the shit out of my hands. I just touched a whole lot of chilies with bare hands. Do not touch chilies, cut them, and then touch your face and eyes or balls. Doing all right. Shed is coming along. Found a wasp nest in the roof. Holy fuck. Like sorted now, or? Because like, goddamn, man. Okay, sauce is done. Chilies are done. I'm gonna just quickly, everything that is not necessary, I'm gonna put away so I can clean this up a little bit. You know what I didn't add to this sauce that I should add? MSG. I'll just do that. Fucking MSG is so good, dude. Fucking love this stuff. Yeah. Okay, I know I need sesame oil, the Shaoxing wine, and the vinegar. Don't need soy sauce anymore. We're done with that. Ah, I know what I haven't done that I'm gonna do right now. Garlic. Needs to be minced. My recipe calls for 4. You don't need 4. You can do a lot less. And I only need a teaspoon of ginger minced. So that's going to be like this much. Now there is a way to peel ginger that you do normally. I'm not doing that right now. Don't do what I'm doing. This is just because I'm doing it. Shut up. Leave me alone. This is how you cut yourself. But for me, I have nice ginger. Just exhausted. Understandably exhausted, dude. But glad to hear it's all going well. I'm keen to come over tomorrow. Come on, man. Crushing the garlic like that's supposed to help peel it. Hey. I need some minced garlic and minced ginger because we are going to start the frying process soon. I realize I should probably also get the chicken ready. Maybe we do the chicken last? Because if I do the sauce now, I can let the sauce sit for a lot longer while we fry the chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. I know I'm not maybe holding this properly, but I don't care. I'm at home, I'm a home cook, I'm not a restaurant cook. Let's make that abundantly clear to everybody. I don't want to hear none of it about, that's not the proper way to do things. I'm an at-home cook, cooking for me and my partner. And for friends if they want to come and eat this. Oh, I love this song. Now I also have jars of minced garlic and minced ginger, but I want this to be me putting in a bit more effort than just doing this by the slice, you know? So we're gonna mince this as best we can and be happy with our results. Because little chunks of garlic is not the end of the world. Unless, you can't eat garlic, which I'm meeting more people these days as I get older that cannot eat garlic. Your body just can't help it. And to that, I am scared. Is your bench like too short for you? Yes. I don't have benches don't come in my height, Penny. All right, I think that's minced. Man, I started playing Resident Evil 4 because it came out yesterday. Oh my lord. I just played the Wii version recently and was feeling nostalgic. Playing this version just made me happy, man. What a game. I don't really ever mince garlic, I'll be honest. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. So I'm just gonna do what I just did with the garlic. and hope that works. Because they're all going in the same anyway. And hopefully I've sliced it thinly enough the ginger melts away. You should pop a damp towel under your board so it stops moving around. I should. See me doing that? Me neither. Look at this. Look at this. I'm trying to do an angle that's good for the camera. Is this good for the camera? You liking this camera? All right, I think this is minced enough. That should be good. You know what? I'm not even going to use all of what I just minced. That's still too much. What you need is equivalently to a teaspoon. So if I can pack all this into a teaspoon, then I'll know that's good. Yeah, like that much. All right. Rest of you, actually want to put you in with the rest of my minced ginger. But I'll deal with that later. Right, move that aside. We've prepped what we needed. Gonna once again clean this blade, clean my hands. Start the next process. How are we enjoying ourselves, chat? Are we having fun? You're feeling good? So what we're going to do now is we're going to add in some oil into our fry pan and we're going to start this next process. Yeah, let's unplug that. Which means we need to move this camera to like here, but then up a bit. Look at that. Isn't that an angle? Look at that angle. More on an angle. Now, sorry if that fan makes noise. I don't want to have smoke all through my house. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. I would normally just eyeball this, but you know, here's what it is. Just any neutral oil will do fine. Again, we're just frying. This is like vegetable oil. It's good to go. Ah, I really am drinking my coffee and watching you. That's good, I'm glad. So let that do its thing to get started. We're on a high heat because we're about to fry up the garlic and ginger. All right. While I'm here, let's make sure you're mixed in again. Yep. Ginger, garlic. All right, don't need the flowers. Actually, I do need cornstarch still. Let the oil do its thing real quick. Oil's looking good. Let's add in our fragrance. Yay! Didn't really think what I'm going to use to cook this all in, or like for this. Just just gonna use a fry pan for now to move things, toss things around. Otherwise I would normally like have chopsticks or something out. I didn't think that far ahead. So we're letting this toast for a little bit, just so the flavors can kind of like really start to pop, which is good. That's what we want. Then we're gonna add the sauce, bring it to a boil. Once it hits boil, we're gonna drop it down. I think, yes. Need something for you. Just a little too much ginger than I thought. I was close. It was close. But that's fine. It's all part of the process, you know? All right, that's good to go. So we're going browning, which is nice. I don't burn. I try not to burn, but I also don't. I kind of enjoy garlic when it's been cooked through a bit more. So when it's really, like, you see it starting to brown up. It's when I know it's like, I'm happy. I'd also say it's been 30 minutes for marination. Easy. So adding our marinade, letting that bring itself to a boil. And then we're going to drop it down. How did I splash the sauce? Genuinely. Like, I seriously do not know how I just did that. Does not take long to get to a boil, as I'm finding out. That is A-okay. All right. So that's going to be dropped down to a medium heat to let it do its thing. Chicken. Hello, Wolfie. How you doing? Hope you're well, friend. All right. So we're going to let that. We're going to drop it to a heat, the medium, and we're going to add our other ingredients again. So this is where we need our Shaoxing wine and our Chin Kiang, which I need a 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing. So a 1/4 cup of vinegar. Really? A 1/4 cup of vinegar? No kidding. Oh, this is what we're here for. All right. 2 tablespoons of wine. She's totally gonna be. Oh, fucking! I knew it. Knew it. All right. Mix it in. Let it do its thing. So we're gonna add in the wine. Gonna add in the vinegar, and we're gonna add in our little red chilies. Little red chilies. All right. Mix that in, let it do its thing for about 10 minutes. All right. Which is good because now, as Penny has pointed out, it's been time. No, that's not for you. All right. All right. It's now been time. We're going to bring out our chimkin for our flour. At the same time, I have a fryer. Did that do its thing? Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, and we're starting
that's going to make that's where we're going to fry the chicken. So it's going to be making a nice little ASMR sound. While that's doing its thing on a medium heat, watching you. I'm going to turn this on to like that. And hope for the best. All right. With our wonderful marinated chicken, they need to go somewhere. This is where they'll go. No. Are you joking? Oh, thank God. I have a glove. I thought I was out. I'm not out. I just couldn't find my gloves. All right, so it's been doing well, sitting in a marinade. Now we're gonna just get them one by one, tossing them around in here. I'm also letting some of the juice get into the flour. I'm fine with that because it'll help make these little chunks, which is really gonna help crisp up our stuff. So that's fine. Normally I'd be like, you know, dry hand, wet hand. But today we don't want that. I'm not doing this one at a time. I don't know why I thought, yeah, let me just drop them in one at a time. That'll be fine. I have a freaking larger bowl for a reason. Great way to coat the chicken. Just toss it around. I probably shouldn't have done that. I feel like that's overkill. Throwing my hand in. What I would do at your fast food chicken places is they have giant sieves. So they throw all the chicken into these giant things of flour and like their spices, and then just toss them into a sieve back into the container of flour. So you'd have like 2 containers for it. There we go. Let's add some little chunkies. This just made it an easy process. At home, don't really have that. Just gonna add it all. Probably should have done this in batches, like way more batches than what I've done. But you know what? We're on a move. All right, all the chicken's gone. Bowl. Make sure that marinade's out of here. I don't need that to be a mess later. And we're going to toss the chicken around in the flour. How's that sauce looking? Good. It's fine. It's just... I know, Ethan, you put on a glove. What are you doing? I'm impatient. Leave me alone. Right. Come on, man. Want this chicken done. Chicken's coated quite nicely. Manually sifting out my chicken. I don't have a sieve. My fingers are on my sieve. I know there's more chicken in here. Come on. Because I'm going to let these sit as well, just for a little bit. While I then take measure of the oil. So we want to get it to about 190 degrees Celsius. Dag! All natural sieve, no flavors. No artificial flavors. I'm just feeling around to see if there was any extra chicken. There is not. There's like little itty bits, but no, that's all good. All right. Finished breading our chicken. Good job, team. All right. Chicken's good. Where is my thermometer? Come on, man. I know you have a thermometer. There it is. 190. How are we doing? I realize my arm is just going to be what's in there. Right. Letting it do its thing. It's climbing. I want it to stay at 190. Yep, okay, sweet. 190 is done. Genuinely surprised that is 190. Oh, it's not. It was touching the bottom of the pot, my bad. That is not 190. It's close to 190. Alright, let it go just a bit longer. It should be right. 190. Arm hair cam. Deconstructed chicken sanger. Not bad. I need to clean this off again because there's one other part that I need to get done, which is our garnish. Because I've got to top it. The other thing I was going to do was I was going to serve it with rice, but I just can't be asked cooking rice right now. Tell you what, that smells great. I will use these. I keep my spring onions in the fridge in a jar with a bit of water at the bottom because the outer layers will slowly but surely drop off, but the inside stays fresh. So that way you just need to peel them and you're good to go. Which is what I'm here to do. So I'll just get rid of, might just get rid of you. I think that whole thing is done for. I'll keep you and you. Add you to my bowl of stuff to deal with later. Hey Google, stop timer. I will cut off like that. because I'll plant those later. Then very thinly, again cutting my loops like this. Dag, how you doing? How you pulling up? I hope everybody had the best time yesterday. It looked like it was a great time from all the footage I saw. I saw Parkway took home MVP, as they should. But like, how was Slipknot? You know, like the actual like main eventer. Sweet. We have a garnish. So we're just going to top it with that and a bit of sesame seeds. Speaking of sesame, the reason I had a 10-minute timer was we're letting it simmer, letting it do its thing. But we're also going to add in about a teaspoon, just a teaspoon, of sesame oil. Give it one more whisk. Then we're going to take it off the heat and set it aside. Good stuff. As for this guy, let's see how we go. What I will do is quickly set up the wire rack to place it on. It's going to be here. No, I want this like this. So once all the chicken's done, I'm just going to place it on a wire rack to cool down. And I'm just putting some paper towel down to kind of soak up the oil that will drip off. So maybe I move you like that. So once your oil is at 190 degrees Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit, I don't know. I was actually so happy with Slipknot. Might be the nostalgia for me because they were my band in my teens. Same here. I love that band. Smack bang in the middle of moving house, making money moves so I don't have to miss another Slipknot gig. That is fair. I, too, missed a Slipknot gig. But that's fine. It's fine. Alright, so we're going to drop these in batches again. This time actually in batches. Because I don't want to cook too much. That might cause them to drop the temperature down. So that is the last thing we want. So I'll let that fry. In batch, one more. So let them do their thing in batches, and I've got a little spoon thingy to get them out. So we're just going to be able to like scoop and put them over on the rack sheet. While we're letting the sauce let it do its thing, it's set aside for now. We haven't added in our cornstarch and water slurry yet. We will get to that. I don't remember how long to fry these for, so I'm just going to go until I think they're done. That's something I need to add into the recipe, is how long to actually fry the batches for. But essentially, just do it till they're cooked. You'll kind of eyeball it, but how else are you supposed to find out? Like, you need them to be crispy brown, and that's what we're doing. Hopefully that sound is coming through, and it's nice. I can already see it floating up, which is good. I hope they're not sticking together. That's a problem. They'll be fine. I'm doing this in peanut oil because I do not have a peanut allergy. If you do have peanut allergy, obviously don't use peanut oil. Peanut oil is just adding flavor because peanut oil is great for that stuff. But vegetable oil does the same thing. Sunflower oil, also a good choice. All right, I can see that doing its thing, crisping up a bit, which is nice. Like, look at this bad boy. Look at him crisping. And he's got little chunks in him. But they're not done just yet. My work colleague had an allergic reaction to peanuts in a sandwich. He just kept going. My lord. Now the color of the phone is probably going to show it to be a bit darker. They are actually still a little pale. So I'm not going to be done with them just yet. Sorry to have my back to the camera as well. I don't have another camera that I can kind of point there, so you're just going to see my back. It's orange, like orange chicken. Because that was the joke. Orange hat, orange shirt, orange chicken. Still letting them go, which is good. But how are we doing? Chat, what are you doing this weekend? What is the rest of your plans? It is only Saturday. Georgia is heading out tonight, so I am home alone. So I'm going to do what anyone who's sane and a gamer would do. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 the rest of tonight. Because, dude, what a game. I love me chicken bites. What I will do is take one out quickly, make sure I drain it of the oil, and then come over here and just check the insides. They could honestly go for a little bit longer. That's okay. This is done. I think they just need a tiny bit more. Should I just eat one? Just see. Oh my lord. Oh. One, it's hot. But oh, that taste. Holy hell. I should time this, really. I think I should time the next one. All right. We'll grab the next batch. Tastes like burning? No, God, no. It was burning, but more to this fact. Oh my God, did that flour mix the marinade? Son, I tell you. Do we want to say like 10 minutes is a good time? Alright, that should be good. I'll let that do its... One more. Alright, let that do its thing. I think 10 minutes, yeah? Gotta try some Ethan Brain cooking sometime. Most of the stuff I cook is just nutrient-rich step. Well, if you would so be interested, I have this book. This is handwritten ingredients, and not ingredients, this is handwritten recipes that I have done since I was about 15. So the book has been filling up since I was 15 years old, and it is filled with dinners, lunches, desserts. I'm going to hopefully fill out as much of the book as possible, because a dream of mine is to one day release a cookbook. Oh my fucking God, this is incredible. The Ethan Law Bible, I'm going to show you this. Right? It's crunchy. It's a good color. The flavor. Friends, you're missing out. If, once I post this recipe, you attempt to make this at home, make sure to take a photo of it and send it to me. I want to see. I know Penny said she was going to try my the garlic bread that I made, to which, again, I do say don't worry too much about the cream cheese. It was too sweet. I would not recommend it as much. Again, I'm not timing this, so gonna wing it. Hope for the best, you know? That's what we're here to do. We're here to hope for the best. There's that one little spinner guy there. You see him? Little strip. I probably would say, if you're trying to serve this to 2 to 3 people, use a bit more than what I've used today. It says it serves 2. I'm not sure about that. I think it just serves 1 big serving. Saying that it is 2 chicken breasts. It does serve 2 people. I am going to get a drink. Hello there. That is my dryer. I know, right? Hot day. Why is your dryer on? I have a lot of washing to do. No more questions. The gates of heaven have closed. Do I do this into the mic? Ooh. Oh. Alright, I see them all floating around. That's good. I might flip this dude. You flip. Alright. I'm glad they're doing their thing. Letting them cook a bit long. Good. I have to also bring my recipe book around so we can compare and talk about cooking. Mine is conky and crazy, full of so many different things. I know the feeling. Half of mine, like a lot of mine in here as well, are stolen things from like Marley Spoon boxes and like just, they're dumb. I don't actually like Marley Spoon's recipes. I have them, but I don't like them. Yeah, same. Yes, it's like just, I wasn't going to get rid of them. There might be something good in there. Alright, there we go, that to flip over, which is good. Give them a little more, they'll be good to go and I'll be good for the next batch. Like, in here there is a lot of like doubled up stuff. Things that I thought would be handy. So there's like multiple recipes on one page. So I have like how to do a white cheese sauce. This is for like cauliflower, your bechamel. Apricot chicken in the microwave. Fast pasta, which this is just, I was 15. I wasn't going to be sitting there in the kitchen trying to get shit done. I wanted shit done in like 5 minutes. Then I have my mac and cheese, sausage casserole, rice cooker pancake. You know, like those big pancakes? It's a really good one. Meat and potato casserole, beef macaroni, chicken and spaghetti, meatballs, meatloaf. I have my chocolate chip cookies that only makes 10, And then I have my chocolate chip cookies that makes 120. And then my favorite things on here are my desserts. I have a family cake. This is so chocolatey. It's so much chocolate. It's crazy. And key lime pie, which is one of my favorite desserts to make. Then I have other bits as well. Lemon slice, my meat mountain, which anyone who's had it is fucking incredible. Teriyaki chicken, gyudon, our bread rolls from last time, orange chicken, and then there's a few more little things in here. So it's a good time. And through that talking, this chicken batch is done. I'm going to left-hand this again, so look at that. Look at that chicken. Oh no. Oh, they're not combined. Thank God. I thought they were combined and I was going to be very worried. Oh, I didn't add it to my letterbox yet. I went out and watched Dungeons and Dragons last night. The Chris Pine and other people movie. And I gotta tell ya, Chris Pine did a fucking hell of a job. Dude should be proud. I think he did a really good job. He was very much in his, what felt like his D&D character. It's pretty good. Your letterboxd, hand it over. It's somewhere. I'm recoding these. Both, like Babish said it, Weissman mentioned it, let it sit. It stopped coating the flour. The flour has sunken into the chicken. So now I'm recoding these because I want them to be properly breaded. We don't want bits of chicken sticking out. That's not how this works. So now I'm double coating goddamn chicken. Shouldn't have to be double coating this chicken. I should just be fine. So I'm not telling you to let it sit out. Maybe let it sit out for like a couple minutes, but like if you're doing batches of frying, do not do this. Flour them when they are ready. And this isn't like, I don't know if anyone watches Good Mythical Morning or The Mythical Kitchen, but Josh cake battered his, and it just fucking overflowed the deep fryer, and I'm like afraid of doing that. He also used a regular deep fryer, whereas I am here dropping them into a pot of oil. Mano, how you doing, buddy? Actually on LinkedIn, Big Brain Plays. I put my letterbox on LinkedIn. I will say the head of finance in this big company that I work for, there's like thousands of people. Our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer, would come to visit me to find out, so that we could talk movies, because she needed someone who actually cared about films. She would like talk to people and be like, oh, I saw this on the weekend. And they'll be like, oh, I like Marvel. She gave up on that. She came and found me to talk it. Good, mate. Is Rids and Penny there? Unfortunately, they could not make it. Rids has a friend who has travelled down, and Penny is very much in a bit more pain from last night. She went out to Knotfest. So it is just myself, once again. Depending on what we cook next time, it's open invite for friends to come over. And if you want Mano, that friend could be you. Okay, so from here, that's done. I have my garnish set. I'd love to do something like, hello, can we do a dessert together? I'd love to do something like that. Absolutely. I think a dessert would be sick. One thing I really want to do is I want to do that goddamn cake, that strawberry shortcake. That is like the dream. All right, don't be sticking together. Separate, please. Please separate. I saw that. Not having that. I'm pinching another piece. Let me bring this to big camera so you guys can see. Look at this. Crispy brown. There's like little chunks you can see if it focuses. Focus, damn it. Look at that. It's good. Yum, yum. Also, Gary, how you doing? Oh. Oh. That chicken, dude. This is something else. I'll tell you. Now, the slurry is 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of water. I want to get that ready now because the chicken is almost done. So it'd be good to kind of like make sure it's sorted, you know? Leave that slurry ready. Dude, Gary, one day, big festival, you're gonna be a sound guy because I don't want some random festival dude covering sound. You hear me? I need Gary. Keen to do barbecue stuff? Dude, I would love to have you over for barbecue stuff. I just don't have a big barbecue. I have small, tiny barbecue. I'll leave that for the moment because I'll add the water and then mix it together while it's starting to do its thing. Chicken is going well. Just want to mix a couple of them in, dunk them a bit more so that they get a full color. So that's good. Our orange chicken sauce is looking tasty. I also have tiny barbecue. We combine them. Love it. I'm here for it. And what's good is I actually have a really nice backyard that is well lit when it's a sunny day. So we can genuinely do an outside barbecue, like, it would be good. I have these 10-meter long extension cables. I can just bring the computer into the kitchen or into the dining room and then have the cables leading outside to where the camera and stuff will be. It'd be fucking amazing. How do we feel about the 2 cameras, by the way? Like one that can get a better look at what we're doing and then one that's like the whole kitchen. Are we feeling this is good? Do we wish it could kind of switch between the 2? Because that's something I was looking at. I have another cable and I was going to bring the Stream Deck out here so I can control cameras and just kind of swap between them so that there's one big one, one little one, and it'll just swap the 2. I'm not sure. I like it, love it, cameras are good. I'm loving it. Loving the support, loving the feedback. Chicken's looking good, still needs a little more, which is okay, that's fine. Lighting is good too. Crazy thing, it's just these. So there are 3 lights in here that are just lighting it up this way, and then we've got a light on top of the stovetop for in there. Like if I turn this off, this is just how lit the kitchen is. Maybe a switch is good, but it's not necessary. That's fair. Like, man, I'm way more, the color's really coming through. That's not bad. But it's like, this is no light. This is our overhead light, which, I'm not so sure about. These are both lights, which is, you know, pretty well lit. But I'm kind of into just this lighting. I think that this is perfect. Like, hooray. What a good time. Alright, let's take a good look. Alright, maybe we'll do a check on one of them. Whichever one I pick up. There's a singular. Nope, not you. Nope, not you. Nope, not you. I want you. Come here. No, fuck off. Alright. It's looking good in color. Texture, it looks like that's going to have a bit of crunch to it, which, again, I'm here for. Drop it down. Cut it in half. Yeah. Take a look. And it's cooked. We are good. So I'll bring those over. Let them go on the wire rack to begin their process of draining of oil. Because they're not going to be cold because, well, they're going back into a sauce to kind of be stir-fried together. That part's fine. Going to be reusing this peanut oil as well. God, peanut oil's good. I get a filter and I sieve it through like a metal sieve into its bottle so that I can reuse it fresh. Because that's, reuse your oil, folks. Don't throw it down a drain. For the love of God, do not throw it down a drain. Alrighty, so we'll move camera back to here. Because it needs to go here. We can see it already, the sugariness fond is on top. So I'm just going to mix that back in. We're going to turn the heat back on. Let it start. Sesame oil doing its thing. And we start the final process, thickening of the sauce. Switch. Where is there? Tiny whisk coming in clutch. Tablespoon cornstarch, tablespoon of water, 1:1 ratio makes a perfect thickening. If you run out of sauce, I got some thick sauce for you. Anthony, come in. Anthony, come on. Add the sauce. It's also to lighten it up a bit because it is a very dark sauce. It's almost like you should use a lighter soy sauce. Who'd have thought? Alright. Once it's at a thicker consistency, we will then do the next part, which is tossing it together. So, let's lift it up a bit more. That's looking better. We actually do have a really good thick sauce, one that you can just drag your finger through on the back of a spoon, and if it collapses on itself, needs more thickening. All right, so then, how do I, I need to put the chicken in. I was not sure how. I should just use tongs, but I'm not. Uh-oh. Shit. Shit. Sir, you're not getting out of here. All right, the final part. Tongs, question mark. Thanks, Penny. It's a really good idea. Genuinely, I'm not being sarcastic. I should have just grabbed tongs. But I didn't. And it's fine. So now just cover, coat. I'm gonna bring the heat down because our sauce is now thick. So it's gonna become the next process of mixing it all in. I'm still not very confident with the whole tossing of food. That is taking some time for me to process. That is a skill I want to have, and in some cases I have, but when it comes to food on my stovetop, I am not in all the confidence. Like, cause it's like sticking, cause it's, you know, sticky. I want to cover it in as much sauce as possible. Really get the whole thing going. Maybe I just need to swap hands. Oh, I just need to swap hands. But okay. Orange chicken. I'll do the tossing for you. Anthony, come on! I love you, buddy. Alright. Where is a good bowl to serve this on? Yes. Okay, well, first things first, it's not orange, but it's not really a bad thing. Alright, I'm going to stop this. Actually, don't stop it. I can do a better close-up with it. Cover it in a bit of sesame. And some green onions to garnish. Then my next step. Oh no, Ethan, you're doing it with your hands? Yes, yes I am. Why? Because I'm fucking eating it. This is my lunch and or dinner. Where is my sesame mayo? I love this stuff right here. Alrighty. So, it has taken some time. Fair bit of effort, I won't lie. But, let me go swap the cameras. Where are you? Bam. Let's get a good look. This is our orange chicken. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know about you. Look at that. That's you, by the way. That's how I'm doing this. Anyway. Swap the cameras back. The only thing left to do is to just try a piece. So, I'm gonna get my fork. I'm gonna eat this later, but I want to take photos of it. I'm just gonna pinch one of these. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Come here. Alright, I have a good piece. Orange chicken. It's not orange. It's like, it needs color to have orange. I don't want to add color. Yeah. It's got all of the flavor, less sweetness, because I don't want my dinner to be super sweet. Normally orange chicken, I've had orange chicken while I was in Hawaii. That shit was so sugary. Cutting it out, using brown sugar instead, means I'm using less sugar for the compound, and it still does the same amount of like thickening that regular sugar does, as well as, you know, sugar adding the flavor. I'm happy with that. This is good. This is, if I could, I would feed this to the people that have done this already and be like, hey, I've kind of made your shit better. I would brag about it. It looks good. It tastes good. We are happy boys. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in today. Hope it's been good. Hope you're having a good Saturday. And I hope you've enjoyed this cooking lesson in making orange chicken. We have made a good Asian food. I am Ethan. I'm gonna go send us somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm gonna have to go off camera to do that. So, be well, all of you. Thank you for being a part of this. And I'm gonna go send us to another streamer. Which streamer? Well, good question. I have turned the audio off. I'm so sorry. You're gonna hear it through my mic anyway. Who is live? Afghans is live. Ari is live. Nips is live. Oh, you know who's live and who we're going to? How do I spell his name anymore? S-U-N-N. I keep forgetting to make the raid message. I think it's like Ethan raid, hide the stash, and then you'll post the toilet emote. I can't remember. Yeah, you know what? That's what it is. It's exactly what it is. I don't know how to post my emotes. Twitch. There I am. That one. I can't remember if you have to be a subscriber to use it, but that's what we're doing. We're just going to go over. Missed it, was making nutrient-rich slop. I will be posting up photos in the end. You can kind of see it on stream still. You guys have been wonderful. I am really grateful that you were able to chuck in a quick little visit while we were doing our thing. And I wish you all the best. Traductus, thank you for the follow an hour ago. I will catch you all a little bit later. I may go live again tonight. Who knows? Probably not. I'm going to take some photos and get stuff sorted. I will catch you all later. Love you. Have a good weekend. Goodbye.